Japan has one of the lowest obesity rates in the entire world. They're 10 times leaner than the average American and 6 times leaner than the British. Yet they still eat rice, noodles and dessert every single day. So what exactly are they doing differently? Well, I can tell you right now, they're not counting every calorie, they're not going to the gym and punishing themselves all the time, and it's definitely not some magical tea. It all comes down to the hidden 3-step Japanese method that I'm going to reveal to you today, and it's designed to destroy visceral fat. Also, by the end of the video, I'm going to tell you about Metabo, which is a Japanese rule that is literally written into their law, and you have to hear it to believe it. Let's not waste any more time and dive straight into the method. Step number 1, Hara Hachi Bu. So if the Japanese aren't counting calories but they're still super lean, what are they actually doing? They eat their meal until 80% fullness. They don't overfeed themselves, and this isn't because they want to feel hungry after every meal. Yeah, you might sometimes feel a little bit hungry doing this, but trust me, you won't feel like you're starving yourself, you'll feel satisfied. And you might hear fit people all the time talking about intuitive eating and not having to track calories. This is exactly part of it. Intuitive eating, you can start today just by waiting until you're 80% full and then saving the rest of the meal for another day. I've been traveling the last 60 days and I've lost 30 pounds even whilst not owning a food scale and tracking every calorie, because I've been following Hara Hachi Bu and I've been able to intuitively eat my way to leanness. So this method is super powerful. For your next meal, just eat until you're 80% full and then save the rest of it. And the Japanese aren't just focused on diet, they're focused on movement as well. So let's go straight into step number 2, the Japanese walking method. I remember me and my auntie were out walking this time last year and she says, do you want to do a Japanese walk? She pulls out her stopwatch and she explains to me exactly how it works, and it sounded super interesting. And I remember when I did it, I felt so good afterwards, and I ended up just carrying on, like incorporating it into my everyday life, even up to today. So you pull out your phone, set a 3-minute timer, and for those first 3 minutes you just walk at an average kind of pace, just regular pace. You can easily just keep doing that forever, indefinitely. However, when the 3 minutes are up, you literally go up to about 75% of your max speed and you walk at that speed for 3 minutes. Once you do 1 rep of 3 minutes slow and 1 rep of 3 minutes fast, that counts as a round. You want to do 5 total rounds, and that's going to be a total of 30 minutes walking. That's the Japanese method. It's literally only 30 minutes long, and I know you've got 30 minutes, so what you could do, man, I'll give you a bonus tip to pair this up with, just so you can make sure you do it today. After you eat your dinner, I want you to go outside and do a Japanese walk. It's 30 minutes, exactly as I just described, with the 3-minute timers, literally on your phone, and you can listen to a podcast, you can go outside with your family. And the reason why I say this to do after dinner is because of the bonus tip that I'm about to tell you, which is going for this walk after a big meal means that you're going to improve your insulin sensitivity, and that allows your body to store carbs as energy rather than as fat. Because when your insulin levels are out of whack, like they are for most of us, it causes your body to store more fat in the form of both visceral and subcutaneous fat. Subcutaneous fat is stored under your skin. It's the fat that you can pinch around your belly and like your love handles and stuff. But visceral fat is fat that's stored around your organs, and it's actually toxic. So doing this walk today will help you get rid of that fat from day 1. And speaking of like doing a walk after dinner, let's dive deeper into that dinner topic, yeah? Step number 3, the Japanese meal rule. I call it PVC, and the reason I do that is because the PVC stands for potatoes, veggies, carbs. This rule paired with step number 1, Hara Hachi Bu, will make it impossible for you to gain weight if you just follow this for the next 30 days. What we're going to do is we're going to eat half our protein serving first, then move on to the veggies, and when we're satisfied there with the protein and veggies, we can begin to move on to the carbs. So that's why I call it PVC, because it makes it so much easier for me to remember the Japanese meal rule. I always tell people, if you go to a restaurant, don't flick straight to the dessert menu, flick over to the proteins and veggies, order those first, and then every single meal decision that you make after that comes from a good place that was made determined by your goals. So what you're going to do every single meal now is just remember PVC. Eat half the protein, then go into the veggies and then the carbs. And if you think that 3-step hidden method was good, just wait until you hear what the Japanese have done for their national healthcare system, Metabo. The Japanese lifestyle doesn't just work because of their lifestyle or because of their rules around meals. It's also because of accountability, because look, having the knowledge means absolutely nothing if there's no one holding you accountable. And Japan themselves understand the gravity of accountability when it comes to fat loss. So what did they do? They've implemented a law. So it's mandatory for men and women in Japan to have their waistline checked. For men, the magic number is 33.5 inches. For women, it's 35.4 inches. And if it's below that number, that's cool. If it goes above, they're given absolutely mandatory healthcare guidance and they're told how to lose weight. But how can us Westerners use this? We don't have the accountability system in place. What are we going to do? Well, you can be your own government when it comes to this. You can hold yourself accountable. All you got to do every single day when you wake up, and literally starting from tomorrow, I want you to do this, literally tomorrow, wake up, go to the bathroom, get naked, and bro, like, I'm not being freaky, but take off your clothes, make sure you've emptied your bowels or go to the toilet, whatever, don't drink any water, don't eat any food, stand straight on the weighing scale and grab a measuring tape and record your waistline and record your body weight. What this is going to do is set you a baseline that for the next month or even just 2 weeks, all you got to do is keep yourself in check. Check your weight every day, check your waistline every day. Now look, I understand people who've checked their weight before, you might be like scared to do so because of fluctuations. I have to just remind you though that there are so many different metrics that go into your weight that cause it to change day to day. Like, mate, I literally slept so badly for the past couple of days, my weight shot up by a kilogram, and now I know that if I sleep well today, it's just going to go back down to baseline. So all you have to remember is that by taking these two measurements, don't be so emotionally attached to them. The waistline measurement will be a lot more predictive of whether or not you're losing weight because there's less variables there. When it comes to your actual weight on the scale though, I really want you to remember that you don't have to be anxious or nervous about it. Just go for it. Don't have any second thoughts. Weigh yourself every single day for the next 30 days. Follow the 3-step hidden Japanese protocol that I've just told you about, and you will destroy your visceral fat. You'll see noticeable changes in the next 2 weeks. And look, I know you understand the importance of accountability when it comes to your own weight loss journey. If you want me to personally hold you accountable, let's get started below with a 30-minute strategy call. We can go through your entire life, training, nutrition, everything else you're doing. I'm going to audit you, see exactly what you could be doing better, and even leave you with a game plan going away from that call, bro. So it's completely free, 30 minutes, nothing is at risk. It's literally just, you might end up looking at my handsome face for too long and falling in love, but that's all cool, bro. Who cares about that? It's a win-win. You're going to get a game plan, you're going to understand your life better, and let's absolutely crush it, bro. Book that call right now. It's the first link in the description to my calendar. Find a time that suits you. Let's get it, bro. Sweat or regret, man.